Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we return to the Minutemen for the second time, and we're going to take a look at a song off their Project Mersh EP from 1985. That was the follow-up right after their classic Double Nickels on the Dime. This song is called King of the Hill. And Project Mersh was actually their first attempt to create some songs that maybe, possibly, could get on the radio, maybe get a little airplay. I don't think it worked out for them, which was too bad. I mean, they had some pretty big fans at this point. REM was a big fan of the band, I think, by about this time. There's some good work on that album, or EP, and I thought it would be worth taking a look at one that got a video. It's always great seeing these videos. I haven't seen any of the Minutemen videos, so when I get a chance, I like to jump on it. So, Adrian, both you and I know of the Minutemen.
Yep. I've got Project Mersh somewhere, but I'm familiar with the song King of the Hill.
Good. Okay.
I know this song.
But you haven't seen the video?
I haven't seen the video, no.
Good. Okay. I have the lyrics, but why don't we take a look at the lyrics after we look at the video?
Okay.
So you can make sense of the video. All right. With that, let's go ahead and take a look.
Is there freedom? No! Is there democracy? No! Equality? No! What do we want? Freedom! Now!
What is peace to the people who work the land and die in wars? And it was learning a game that was played by us all, who held the top of the hill from the rest was called a king. And I can't believe it all was good for humankind. Is it peace to point the guns? Is it war to fire the guns? We would run with all our might, push the king off to take the hill, and to learn who is king and who makes the better serve. I can't believe it all was good for humankind. And I have to read the light or dream the light. Believing this, we are a part of a whole we call the earth. And I can't believe it all was good for humankind. And I have to read the light between the
Wow. Okay. Thoughts, Adrian?
All right. I always liked that song. It got a really good, quick beat to it.
It does.
It's just very, sounds very upbeat to it. The guitars are simple but superb, and and drives the song as well as the bass does.
Yeah, I agree.
The drums are just quick, punchy, simple, and good.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, their rhythm section is so good. Bass and drums, Mike Watt and George Hurley. They are the best in punk, if you ask me. But yeah, so it actually is a pretty serious song. There were some interesting images in there that I found amusing, and it also kind of told the story. Well, let's take a look at the lyrics first, and then we can start looking at talking about the video.
Yeah, I never really got the concept of the song until I saw the video. I got a clue about it anyway.
So it starts with, "What is peace to the people who work the land and die in wars? It was learned in a game that was played by us all. Who held the top of the hill? From the rest was called the king. And I can't believe it all was good for humankind. Is it peace to point the guns? Is it war to fire the guns? We would run with all our might, push the king off, to take the hill and to learn who was king and who makes the better serf. I can't believe it all was good for humankind, and I have to read the lies between the lines. Believe in this, we are part of a whole we call the earth, and I have to read the lies between the lines." I mean, that's brilliant for punk, man. That is
the most I got from the video, I figured it was about overthrowing a king.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
what a lot of the imagery suggested anyway.
Yeah, it was funny. He picked up the crown, went up the hill, picked up the crown, fired up his hibachi, threw them a hot dog, and they all jumped on it. It's like, oh, okay, they're the serfs, and they're hungry, and they're not getting much. And then he's up there piling food into his mouth at breakneck speed, with people whispering in his ears. And anyway, it was just very interesting. And then he gets deposed and thrown down the hill, which I thought was pretty interesting. Yeah, a really cool song. I liked the little skull painting too of the earth.
Oh yeah, the earth on his head.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty clever. I have a lot of respect for this band because, I mean, yeah, they're fun to listen to, but if you dig into them, you realize there's a lot there to appreciate. Like these songs stand the test of time. It doesn't sound like it came from the 80s. It just sounds like a good song, made by guys in a basement or a garage or something, perhaps, that have some chops, but they're worth your time if you were ever curious.
Well, I like Project Mersh. Anyway, I should listen to more Minutemen.
Yeah, at one point I went out and made sure I had everything. If I didn't already, I have everything on CD because they put out all those post-Mersh CD compilations of their releases and things. But my favorite stuff has got to be, let me see, What Makes a Man Start Fires. Technically their second album. The first song on it's called Bob Dylan Wrote Propaganda Songs. Classic. And very quick. And then they have an EP called Buzz and Howl, Under the Influence of Heat. Of course, there's the double album, Double Nickels on the Dime. That's the one most people will tell you to listen to, and they're not wrong. There's some good stuff on there. And Project Merce is good, too. And, I mean, really, it's tough to go wrong. Even at either end of the spectrum, they were doing pretty good work.
Double Nickels on the Dime. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah. Put out, after they felt like Zen Arcade was a challenge from Husker Du. They're like, oh, well, we can match that. Here we go. So that's why they're both double albums. But anyway, yeah. And by the way, that's worth your time, too. But frankly, I do favor the Minutemen. Husker Du was good. So was Black Flag. So were all those other bands. Meat Puppets, Descendants, not bad. But Minutemen do it for me, man. They're the ones from SST that I liked the most. So, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this song, and if you're familiar with the band, and if you have any related memories having to do with this. I never did get to see the Minutemen, even though it was right about this time I started going to shows. It was 85, 86. Unfortunately, D. Boone passed in December of 85, so it was probably just before I would have had a chance to see them. Anyway, yeah, leave any further suggestions you have below for us. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. And we will catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you all later.